Hey all, how's it going? And hope everybody had a great weekend. So let's dig right into it. Got a good week ahead of us. We just finishing up the Open. Monday is the last chance for yous that need to get in the 18.5. Overall, I think it was a pretty good experience. Everybody did very well. Some of you obviously figured out what your weaknesses are and what we need to do to fix those weaknesses. And that's pretty much what the whole purpose is of the Open. Even if you didn't participate in the Open, we still did the Open workouts. So you've noticed that some movements have come up that you may not be used to doing, which is stuff that we will actually start rotating in the programming because we always try to figure out what CrossFit is putting in. And, obviously they started using a lot more dumbbells. And that's why we accumulated dumbbells, is if we don't have enough equipment in this gym. Moving on. As you can see, Monday I programmed the warm-up. So the warm-up is it's actually a little workout, which is fine. Most of the coaches do that anyway because you want to get your body temperature down. You want to get a light sweat going, get those muscles moving, get the blood flowing, get those joints nice and lubricated. And sometimes I see people, including myself, sometimes I'm in a rush. And honestly, that's not a wise decision because number one, you can obviously get injured. But number two, I call it priming the pump. You got to prime the pump. You got to get the motor revving. You got to get the central nervous system firing. And if you notice, sometimes if you get a good solid warm up in and your mobility is just right and your flexibility is just right, you'll have like the most amazing workout because you're able to get to the bar in the right positions and your movement patterns are just right and are more efficient. So you'll be like, wow, the weight felt really light today. Yeah, that's why the weight felt really light, because you prepped yourself well, your body was firing, you got enough rest and recovery, and most important, which is a subject that we're going to need to talk about, maybe not right now, but most important is you chose the right level. You chose the right weights. You did whatever modifications you needed to do to get the proper stimulus out of the workout. So anyway, that's enough for that. So to warm up for Monday, tomorrow, you're going to do 4 steady rounds. It's not for time. You're going to grab an empty bar. You're going to do, and it doesn't matter what bar it is, if you need a 45 down to a 25, or we even have 15-pound bars. You're going to do 10 hang power cleans with an empty bar. On your last clean, you're going to keep it up in the front rack. You're going to do 8 front squats with the empty bar. And then on your last front squat, you're going to stand tall, and you're going to do 6 shoulder overhead. Try to get those 10, 8, 6 unbroken, obviously. You put the bar, set the bar down gently, and then you're going to do 4 burpees. You're going to continue on with that for 4 steady rounds. That is your warm-up, okay? We're prepping you. And then you're going to go into your lift. Obviously, you're going to do a couple warm-up sets with a back squat. Always start off with an empty bar. Then you're going to start adding a little bit of weight until you build up to find a heavy set of 1. So you get 3 attempts to max out, pretty much. So try to improve by 5 to 10 pounds compared to February 26. That is the last time we did a back squat for a max rep. Now, again, I've said it a million times. Don't get upset if you don't beat your last score. Your 1 rep max can be the 1 rep max of that day. There may be some contributing factors. You may not have got enough sleep. You may not have eaten right. There's a lot of things. Keep that in mind, and don't feel like you can't hit a PR every single time you walk in the gym. Even every 3 or 4 weeks, you cannot hit a PR. Eventually, you're going to have a bad day, and there's nothing wrong with a bad day because honestly, sometimes the bad days are where you're going to get the best growth. So in other words, you're going to push yourself hard on that bad day, and it's going to actually get you stronger than a good day because you're pushing through it, but being smart, not giving up any form, and your body will recover. and then you're going to actually get better for the next time you max out. So, going to conditioning, 15-minute AMRAP. This is going to be a good one. 8 front squats, pick your load. 8 box jumps, pick your height. 8 toe to bar or knee raises. 15-minute AMRAP. I'm throwing accessory movement in there, and that is totally, I'm going to change this, by the way. The accessory movements are put in there as a option. So that's supposed to be done on your own. It's optional. So keep that in mind. And real quick, if it's the last class, guys, I'm sorry, but the coaches work till 8 p.m., 7 p.m. on Friday. So they are not going to sit and wait for you to do your accessory work and do your showering and do whatever. You guys need to you kind of get ready to be prepped and ready to walk out that door like 5 after. Something I needed to address. Go home and shower. Unless you have to go right to work, then kind of talk to the coach and maybe cut the accessory work and get in there and do whatever you got to do so the coach doesn't get stuck working late, because he does have a family, he or she does have a family at home waiting for them, so it's not fair. All these little side notes I'm putting in. Let's just focus on the workout. So going into Tuesday, it is bench press, 3x5 at about 70%. Conditioning piece, 3 parts. Part A, it's a 6-minute AMRAP, so you're smoking this. 12 power snatch, pick your load. 9 push press with the same bar. You're obviously going to have to put it back down and then re-grip for push press. 6 muscle ups or pull ups or ring rows. Then you get a 2-minute break after the 6-minute AMRAP. And you're going to have to change some weight on the bar, right? Now you're going to do a 5-minute AMRAP. 12 power cleans, 9 push jerks, 6 burpee over bar. Rest 2 minutes, go into part C. 4-minute AMRAP. 12 overhead squats, 12 vertical kettlebell swings. Accessory, kettlebell isometric row. If you click on this little link, okay, go to page. It's really cool. You're going to see a little video how to do these things. It's freaking awesome, isn't it? You do them right, okay? These are really good, by the way. See how puts one down. A little bit of coordination with this. Believe it, this is hard, man. You notice how his back angle stays the same. All right, enough of that. But being where we at. All right, kettlebell isometric row. These are tough. 3. It's got 8 each side. Going into Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. So, level 3, 6 rounds, 60 minutes. Okay, I was going to go longer. Level 4 will be 90 minutes. How's that? We've done that before, but it obviously has to be when the gym is open. So it's 4-minute max calorie row. Then you get off the row because the clock don't stop. You got a minute max distant handstand walk. Then 4-minute max calorie bike. Then a minute of max rope climbs. So for sake of scoring on a handstand walk, let's just say every 5 foot is, well, you can even do single foot. Every distance is measured in feet, so that's your score, and everything else is calories. For level 2, it's 5 rounds, 50 minutes. So the warm-up's going to be quick that day. You know, I look at it this way. You know, go over these 2 movements, whether it's you're doing handstand walks, handstand push-ups, or push-ups. Go over those movements in your warm-up. The coach will do that. The rope climbs, pull-ups, or whatever. And then, obviously, the first 4 minutes on the row or the bike, on the row, you're going to get your body temperature up. So you want to just do like a 5-minute warm-up session, rowing, biking, and doing those movements. Prepping your body, and then you're good to go. And then the last is 4 rounds, which is 40 minutes. Max calorie row, max push-ups in a minute, max calorie bike, max pull-ups. So to get the most bang for your buck, what you need to do is, this says a 4-minute max calorie row. When you're at like 3 minutes and 45 seconds, you need to get off that rower, and as soon as they say go, you got a full minute to rep out on this movement, whatever it is, right? So you're going to get more reps there, obviously. So be smart. Same thing with the bike, 3:45, 15 seconds, even less, because you're just walking off the bike and then doing your other movement, and then just marking it down. Glute ham sit-ups is the accessory. Going into Thursday, skill work, double unders. We're going to do some double under practice, which I need to do big time. Conditioning piece. It's going to be part A, part B. You're going to do 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. It's a descending ladder. Wall balls, kettlebell swings, Russian swings, heavier, right? Now that starts at the 0. And then at the 20-minute mark, you're going to start, you know what? Actually, we're going to change that. This might take a little long. At the 25-minute mark, you're going to do double unders and sit-ups. This is Annie, pretty much, 50, 40, 30, all the way down. And make whatever modifications you need to. Accessory is Spider-Man planks. You can hit the link if you don't know what that is. Friday, okay? This is a classic scenario of careful what you wish for. So we're going to do some heavy deadlifts, try to improve compared to March 1st, right? A month, the beginning of a month. And then we usually do this 5 rounds, but since we're deadlifting, we're going to do 4 rounds to make sure we have enough time. So on a 3-minute clock, high bar prowler. What the heck is that? Height bar prowler. High bar prowler. Push it 20 yards. There's different weights. You're going to do 5 burpees. Then you're going to low bar push it 20 yards back to the original spot. You're going to have your weights waiting. Okay, run right inside. Then you're max out on deadlifts, whatever left on that 3-minute clock. Then you get 3-minute rest. So what we do is set up the prowlers outside and make sure you do not block the entire road. I do not need to get hate mail from the community. Make sure people can drive by. You can set up prowlers pretty much all the way down by the field if you really needed to. Only part that sucks about that is you would have to bring the bars down there, and I'm not a big fan of putting bars on the road, banging weights around. So scratch that idea. You could do it on the side of the building or the front of the building. So your score is basically whatever the amount of deadlifts you get. So if you take 2.5 minutes, you only got 30 seconds to max on deadlifts. Obviously, you're going to get less of a score. The beauty of this workout is you get a 3-minute rest. So while you're resting, another group is using your prowlers, okay, and your weights. So everybody doesn't have to set up prowler and bar for each individual. Partner up with somebody that's going to be doing the same weight possibly. And while you go, they go. You know what I mean? You go, they rest, blah, 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 blah. Accessory, neutral grip pull downs. We have the, that's what's kind of cool about this gym, unlike most, is you have different types of machines to use. So you'll see a video on how to do neutral grip pull downs for some pulling strength and back strength. That's it, man. This took a little longer. Sorry. You can actually do there's a little thing on your YouTube video or on your thing where you can actually put the speed up to like 1.25 or 1.5. That way you can kind of rush through all the all right. Just a little hack there for you. Guys, have a great week, and see you in the gym.